Most young men, they buy things they don't like to impress people who don't even like them. Neither do you like them. Why is that? Why is it about young men or even men to say they do things they don't love to impress people who don't even love them? Why is that? What is it that we are seeking out there that they don't have within? I feel like we are just seeking for unnecessary attention or even validation. Because if you are fulfilled, you wouldn't do stuff that you don't like to impress people who don't even like or you don't even like them. Because you are even fulfilled. If you know you can afford to go to a certain place, buy certain stuff, live a certain lifestyle, why is the notion to prove to other people that I'm able to do such and such? You feel like if you can do that without showing others what you did or what you're doing, it will maybe lower your standards or even lower the perception of you. Because we find ourselves in areas or in a situation where I don't even know how to come out of, because I've built this perception of me in people's minds. People are having certain expectations of me whenever I get to a certain place. People expect me to live a certain lifestyle, hang around certain people, buy certain stuff, having a certain look. We have to build that fantasy image into people's minds, which is affecting our financial circumstances for most men. Most men who seek validation are men who are even struggling to live a life that's fulfilling. Most of them, the people who are seeking validation by presenting this fantasy lifestyle to people, are people who don't even have food in their fridge, who are using credit cards. And I'm not saying that they are not men who can able to live or even afford to live that lifestyle. There are people who can live a fantasy life, present whatever they present out there, and they are okay financially. But I'm speaking to a man who's struggling even to buy their underwear. This is a high truth that most men don't want to hear. And I'm here to challenge you to say, why do you impress people who don't even like you, bro, knowing well that you don't even have food in your fridge? Why do you seek to impress people who don't even care about you, whether you have eaten that day, whether your family is well taken care of or not? But you're out there just trying to show the world that you are the man. Yes, you are the man in the face or even in the eyes of the people who you are trying to sell that fantasy to. But when you come back home, your kids are struggling. You don't even take care of your own family. You can't even take care of yourself. You don't even have food to eat in your house. But here you are wearing this fantasy or even this labeled clothes, trying to sell this idea that you are the man. Yes, you are the man in the clubs, but in your home, you are just a nobody. You are just a useless man who doesn't even know how to take care of his own family. Some of you, your families don't even know the lives that you are living out there, the lives that you are trying to show the world in the social media. But when it comes to the way you are living in our houses, if you can check most men who are living this fancy lifestyle, if you can say to you, let's go to your home where you're coming from right now. Let us see if we have food in the fridge. Let us see whether your wife or your woman is well taken care of. Let us see whether your kids are wearing good clothes. Let us see the homes of your parents, where you're coming from, where you're born. Let us see that. When you sell us this lifestyle that you're selling to us on social media, and also maybe out there in the world, in the clubs, whoever goes into the clubs, let us say it. I'm not an angry man. Do not get me wrong. I'm not an angry man. I'm just a person who observes whatever is happening around. And I feel sorry for most men because they end up in debt, borrowing money. They're just running up and down, trying to run away from your loan sharks, Mashonis in South African way. And we are just living a miserable life, a life that we're not even happy about. You're just happy that you showed people that you're able to do certain things. You showed people that you're able to buy a certain bottle. But for what reason? The aim maybe for people who are drunkards is to maybe to get drunk or to just chill and have those drinks. But why buy a fancy one knowing very well that it is just a drink, you'll just pee it the following day, you don't have it? Let us be honest with ourselves as men. We know we can't afford to live a certain lifestyle. We know that we can't afford to buy certain clothes or even live the life that we're living. We are living like millionaires. Meanwhile, in the bank, we are broke boys. We are just forcing things. We are living off credit cards. We are living off of debt. Most of you, if you can check how you bought whatever you wear, you find out it's credit. It's out of credit. It's out of your credit cards. Some of you borrow monies in our inboxes saying that I don't have 1, 2, 3, I don't have 1, 2, 3, and here you are on media, you're living a life that it feels like you are a millionaire. Why live that life knowing very well that you can't afford to live it? Can you live that life for more than 20 years? Can you live that life for more than 30 years? No. Let us be honest with ourselves. I'm not appearing here to say that I'm this perfect human being. I'm not making mistakes, financial mistakes. I do also do stupid things, but I feel like I'm doing it at a level where I'm able to maintain it. But let's speak about you. Will you be able to maintain that lifestyle even if you still lose a job? Can you still live that life if you can't even borrow money from other people? No. But for people like me, I can safely say that I'm able to live this life the way I'm living it, and I'm able to maintain it. Whether I have money or I don't have money, I can still live this life that I'm living for 20 years, for 10 years. And I'm not saying that I don't have responsibilities. I do have responsibilities, and I prioritize my responsibilities, by the way. And I feel like most men should do that. You should prioritize your responsibilities as a man. Your responsibility is taking care of your family, making sure that your kids are well taken care of, you making sure that your partner is well taken care of, your parents are sorted. And that's when you can live this fancy life that we see. Sorry, by the way. That's when you can see this fancy lifestyle that you're selling on the media. And that's when you can champion you. That's when we can admire you to say that this man that you're seeing there, living this fancy life, is taking care of his family, is taking care of his community. Hence, he's spending money like that. Hence, he's living that life because he deserves to live it. Me, whenever I'm out there doing those things, I know very well that I've done my duties, I've done my responsibilities, and I can go out there to live this life that you see here and there. I'm not saying that it's not good to maybe to have fun. You can have fun, but you need to prioritize your responsibilities as a man. Prioritize that, and that's when you can just go out there and be flashy as you want. Again, you can go as far as you want if you know very well that you have done the due diligence of taking care of your family, of taking care of your kids, of taking care of your siblings, of taking care of your parents, of taking care of your partner, taking care of yourself as well. Because we neglect ourselves to paint this picture of us having to live this life like we are millionaires, knowing very well that we are suffering. We are just running away from loan sharks. And that's not the life that every man should live from. We should teach our kids this financial literacy to prioritize responsibilities, and that's when you can flash. You must live off of 10% of what you are making each and every month, or of your net worth if you have net worth. Live off of 10% of that, not the 100% of that. Some others earn like $100 which maybe is equivalent to 2,000 rands, but they are living like they're earning 20,000 rands on the media. Who are you trying to impress? Who are you selling this life to? Us, we are fine and we are doing well. And I'm saying the way we live our lives, it's the way we choose to live it, and you chose to live the way that you live. And I'm not saying that you are wrong. You are right, but you must prioritize your responsibilities. You must prioritize your own family. You must prioritize yourself. Eat well, look good, drive nicely, live at a very beautiful and comfortable home that you've built for yourself, your kids, own family. Everyone, make sure that they are living a good life. That's when you can sell to us that lifestyle that you are selling us to us. Meanwhile, you know that you are broke. Your bank account is sitting on 0, but you are living a life that even a millionaire doesn't live it. But you're out there selling to us this lifestyle that you are the best. Yeah, you are doing well. Stop that thing, bro. Be honest with yourself. Lower your standards. Lower your expenses to live a life that you will be able to maintain even when you lost your job, even when money is no longer coming in. You will be able to sustain yourself, sustain your family, live a very good life, a standard one. That's when, if you know that I'm well financially, I can live this fantasy lifestyle. Some other people have the finances, but they don't prioritize taking care of their families. Stop that thing, bro. I'm talking to you man to man like this. I feel like we should have like a men's conference in every 3/4 of the year, not once in a year, in every 3/4 of the year, where we teach young men this kind of behaviors, where we need to preach the gospel of change. We need to champion for positive change in our communities, and it starts from within. And once it's from within, you will be able to change the world around you. Change starts from within. Let us change. Let us make this world a better place, not only for ourselves, but for the people that are coming after us, the next generation. Must champion you for having to make that bold decision to say, I'm just going to build a world where you will be free to live in. You will be welcome, more than welcome to live in. That's my message for you today. I'm not sure if you did happen to find value in what I've shared with you on today's video, but if you did, please let me know in the comment section on what kind of a value that you have picked out in this video. Also, guys, for more life-changing information, there is a book titled To the Leader in You by myself, Duncan Mnesi, which is more like a destiny helper that will take you from where you are to where you deserve to be at. I'll leave the link to the book on the description box. On that note, if you are new into this YouTube channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't, and press the notification bell so whenever I get to upload, you will be the first one to be notified. People hate people like me because we speak the truth, and truth, it is what shall set you free. See you on the next one.